guys, how's it going? And welcome back into the Blue Room today. Anyways, so today's video is going to be pretty short. It's just the review on the Gibson G-00 I recently picked up at Long McQuade, which got returned. That's why it's not here. But I do have a couple of videos on my channel with it plugged in, unplugged, so you get a general idea how it sounds and how much of a little kid at Christmas I was, and I should not have been so much excited before buying it, because it turned out that it had a broken brace inside. Not all the way off, but close enough that it became a bad omen thing to me. See, originally I did order a Taylor guitar, and of course it's on back order along with 70 others that are all lefties, and probably some righties in there too, I'd imagine. But anyway, so at least mine's pre-ordered, so it should be in another 2 months, somewhere around there. Anyways, in the meantime, I've been looking for another guitar. I was out looking for a bass guitar and thought twice about it and thought, nah, I don't need to go there again. Really, if I want a bass guitar, I've got friggin' Logic Pro can do it for me. But either way, I did want another smaller guitar regardless, because I really don't like the J200. I never honestly liked it that much. Like, I wasn't like, this is so cool. Okay, it was a make-do. It was an emergency backup. Life had happened, and I had to get rid of my Taylor to get some money together. Like, life happened in a bad way. So I was kind of stuck with this one because it hadn't been paid off at the time, but now it is. And I'm thinking of actually ditching this one because I really don't like it. It's too bulky, even to sit down and play with it. It's such a big instrument. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm still debating on the fence because I know I'm not going to get that much back out of it, because it is an Epiphone and they lose value rather quickly compared to Gibsons. So, yeah. Anyways, we'll have to see what kind of deal I can get out of Long McQuade to sell it back to them. But in the meantime, I did buy this Gibson 00, and I was really too excited. It had an extra sound hole on it. Even though it was a dreadnought, I normally won't buy dreadnoughts. I'm a cutaway kind of guy. I thought, hey, I can overlook the cutaway part. I can overlook, there's no electronics in it either, so hey, I got a pickup for it, right? And but even that, the Fishman pickup is a really nice pickup, but I wanted to try something a little bit more smaller out. And I know about the iRig ones, but apparently the iRig ones are all discontinued, and not even one Long McQuade store in all of Canada has any. So, okay, that's out. What else you got? Well, we got an LR Braggs. And that thing can actually go either permanent install or temporary, and comes with all the gear to do it. And I'm like, sweet, maybe we'll try that out. And if I really like it, I'll drill a hole at the bottom of the guitar and slam that jack in, and away we go. However, I was just getting ready to test out the LR Braggs pick, even for the temp install, and that's when I really looked close inside for the first time ever, which I should have done at the store, or it wouldn't have come home. There was a broken brace, and I'm just like, oh no. Normally, I always look really carefully inside guitars. Even though they're brand new, you never know, right? This was the one time I had to smack myself in the head for not doing this. And I got way too excited. I bought the thing. Now, it was easy to undo. It was financed. I don't care, But either way, it was easy to undo everything, take all the stuff back, and just forget it. Because, I got 2 months left to wait for my Taylor. You know what? I can wait for the Taylor. And even when that Taylor comes in, you can bet that after learning this lesson, I'm definitely going to inspect the guitar further. Now, I will say this for the record. That guitar, that 00, is a fantastic guitar. It sounds great. It plays great. The low action is sick. Doesn't buzz, which surprised the heck out of me. And the neck was dead straight. And I'm like, I hate dead straight necks, but in this case, it was flawless. Like, I was like, and the fretwork, oh my gosh. Beautiful fretwork. And I'm like, man, such a nice guitar. And I generally, guys, I honestly hate Gibson guitars. I've played so bloody many of them, and every one of them did not get along with me, especially in the neck area, because the necks are either too wide or they're too fat, or both, right? And I'm kind of like, no. But this thing was, narrow neck, skinny neck, smaller body, very comfortable. And like I said, I had no problem overlooking the fact that it was not a cutaway, did not have electronics. There's always a way around things, right? And yeah, that brace did it in for me. And, you know, he's like, well, you know, I can have it repaired for you within the afternoon. And I'm like, no, this is bad omen time. I'll just wait for the tailor. I mean, you're telling me I got 2 months and it's in? I'll wait, you know, no big deal. I can wait for that. So anyways, and like I said, when I get it, I'm going to inspect it before I leave the store or before I even pay for it. I'm going to make darn sure that everything's good. Because if it can happen to a Gibson, it can happen to a Taylor, it can happen to a Guild, it can happen to a Martin. Anything can happen. But, you know, you got to really inspect your guitars. And generally, I always do. And, you know, with electric guitars, I always expect you're going to have to do your own setup. And I've been stung twice in a row on 2 Fender Telecasters, you know, that could not be set up, period. And even the store couldn't set them up. Obviously, there was a problem with that run of Telecasters. And so I figured, you know what, if I get another Tele and I want one in white that bad, I'll just buy a Tele, scrape down the body, sand it down nice, paint it white, and hey, I got my white Tele. First, I'll make sure it sets up correctly. Anyways, because I have this thing about I want a couple of white guitars, you know, and I love Teles. They're nice. I love, you know, humbucker guitars even more so, but I like Teles. Anyways, so if you want my real opinion on the G-200, it kind of goes like this. It sells for almost $1,200 in Canada. Okay, that's actually a really good price for what you're getting. It is a really fantastic instrument, providing you get one that's flawless, obviously. So keep that in mind. It has to be in great shape, nothing wrong with it. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 any day of the week. It is just a really, really nice one. And virtually anybody could play this thing that's about 4'11" and taller, no problem. I don't know about anybody who's 4 feet tall. They might struggle if they got short arms, but hey, you know, even a small guitar, you shouldn't have too much trouble even with short arms. But even people with smaller fingers, the neck is narrow, which is nice. So whether you have longer fingers like I do, which are still not all that long, but they're fairly long, it plays great. It's a wonderful instrument. Very simple to play, very easy, very comfortable to stand up, sit down, doesn't matter. You can, you know, do a headstand and play the darn thing. It is great. So, I mean, there's a lot of pluses here, right? I don't really see any negatives other than the fact that for $1,200 we should be getting electronics, but we obviously don't. We do get that extra sound hole, which is nice. It does make a big difference in sound. So anybody wondering, does that extra sound hole really matter? Yeah, actually it does. And you can actually hear stuff that you never heard before. I was like, I got to try this out with my other guitar. Wow, that's a big difference. Okay, so yes, that extra sound hole is awesome. Not every manufacturer does them, but hey, more and more are starting to, which is great. I was impressed that Gibson's doing it. Anyways, overall though, I mean, like I said, fantastic instrument. Definitely would recommend it. Definitely a good price. But make sure you really super look at the thing really good before you leave. Because otherwise you'll be in the same bad omen situation as I am right now going, man, I really should have looked harder at that thing. And you should do this with every guitar, not just that one, but every guitar you look at, really seriously look at it, you know. And if you don't know how to do your own setups on a guitar, get it professionally set up, and then this way you should be fine, right? Like, well, you should be. Yeah, that's about as far as I'll take it. You need a reputable guy that knows how to do setups right in order to have it, you know, if you're going to pay for that. Either way, it is a great guitar, and I would recommend it, definitely. It's just that it's haunted me, and I am waiting for my Taylor instead. I just figured, you know what, I could have waited a couple hours, glue it up, sure, fine, take it home, we're all good again. But then I would know, and that irked me, that it's like I bought it, it was not 100%, didn't realize this, I kicked myself for not paying close attention. Sometimes it does not pay to get that excited over a guitar because you will forget to look at certain things. So you need to really pay attention and really look at stuff before you buy it. That's a big, big thing. And big money going out. Hey, $1,000, $1,200, $2,000, it's a lot of money $500, $300. It's a lot of money to put out on something. Make sure that it's intact and it's what you really want. I really liked it. I really wanted it, and I was just kind of not myself, I guess you could say, because even my wife knows I normally really, fine tooth comb any guitar before I, decide to take it to the counter and pay for it. This is one of those times where I just was ecstatic, and I just lost it and didn't think, and it can happen. So, but otherwise, barring all those problems, if you get a good one, it's definitely worth buying. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys today on this one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do stay tuned for more. I have several orders of stuff coming in over the next little bit. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of videos going up. And you guys, I'm sure, are definitely going to enjoy what's coming. I'm just not going to give you guys any idea what's actually showing up in the mail, but we should have some of those things tomorrow. And we'll just continue on as the orders start pouring in, because I just made another order. Actually, was it yesterday or the day before, and it's already all shipped out, so that's good. We should have that stuff in a little bit. And yeah, just keep staying tuned. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see ya.